Yeah, it could be something that Team Flash uses to bully up the Xayah, but the Xayah with a really good engage support as well can hold down that lane. She can also use her feathers to strike back against a Lucian. What I'm curious though is what will be Team Flash picking for this one, because they already have their carries. They are looking at either support or a jungler. A Leona pick though gives them a lot of engage right now. A lot of the usual engage supports are gone, so having that Leona gives them another form of an engage support.
Yeah, this is the classic engage support from way back. Leona is just so aggressive. Her entire kit just spells kill, but the entire kit of Braum is the opposite. His entire kit is to protect, and that's what DY is going to be doing here for X1. In the mid lane, though, we will be having that Jace versus Vladimir matchup, looks like. Oh, might be a Corki. Now that I'm not super confident in a Corki going up against a Vladimir. What I'm even less confident in is a Master Yi. But
it's just a hover. It's just a hover for now. Even this Nautilus could very well be a hover, because actually
it's locked in.
They do lock it in, and I wonder where this Nautilus is gonna go. Is this gonna be a jungle Nautilus for the side of Team Flash?
Most likely, right? It's gotta be.
Gotta be. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the Nautilus jungle. A lot of tanks for the side of Team Flash, not a lot of damage, especially in the early game. It's gonna be hard for them to take down this Aatrox, which is gonna be in the Baron lane. Gonna be able to build up his items, and Vi is just gonna be able to come in without interruption against this composition of Team Flash. So far, a lot of good things for the side of J Team. Well, for Team Flash, I'm still wondering. There are a lot other jungle picks. I'm just wondering why it was a Nautilus.
Quite a lot of jungle picks still available. Yeah. They could have even gone for. They wanted the tank jungler. Maybe I don't know, Sedge, something like that. But
yeah,
I feel like the Nautilus is something specific to their composition with the Leona as well. They really want to get, I think, that Lucian and the Vladimir some incredible engage, because I feel like that's how they're going to be playing that mid to late game. They're going to try to go for picks. They're going to have that Leona and that Nautilus in the front. They're going to keep the Lucian, the Vladimir safe in the back, and then when somebody gets an engage, then everybody funnels in. But that's going to be difficult to get to that point if CF17 is on point and just uses his Vi to basically steal the early game away.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how Team Flash will be able to do this though. Early control over the vision for J-Team, immediately putting down that ward into the Raptor. Into the Raptor camp. They want to spot out, but actually 368 has a strategy of his own. If you're warding my Raptor camp, I'm gonna steal yours, I'm gonna steal yours, buddy. And now he is here. I don't think J-Team knows this.
They don't know.
So actually, he might also be stealing the red buff. That
is ballsy. That is incredibly ballsy. Little bit of just thievery in the enemy jungle. Yeah, he's gonna go for the red buff. That is incredible. Cheesy. Is he gonna go for a level? Yeah, he could probably go for a level 3 Krugs and then gank bot. If he does get, he's not seen. They don't see him. They don't know. This is such a specific setup. But if it ends up working, this could mean that the bot lane of Team Flash accelerates. Look, they're fast pushing, and they're probably going to fast push the next wave as well.
Oh, he's spotted now.
Oh, fine. He got spotted.
He's spotted now, but I don't know if J-Team is able to equalize this out. Look at why her positioning is going to the blue buff. CF17 wants to test this, but let's see if Team Flash can react.
Yeah, because Soldier's already there. He's quicker on the trigger. The blue buff does go over to the Vi, and now the flash has been used. 368 is going to go under tower. He's going to be able to dredge line away, Spider-Maning his way to safety, but CF17 gets that revenge steal.
Okay, at the end of that, they're kind of even at this point, just because Vi can also get quadruple.
They're not as even when X1 is just going to throw everything at the Lucian, all the feathers and the recall. Let's take a look at that again.
Yeah, I didn't expect this fight to happen right here, because this should not have been a fight that Team Flash look at Kuden is just so low, even exhausted, and that was the quickest gimme kill right there in the bot side. Team Flash right now on the back foot. Even their jungler is going to be on the back foot because CF17 is just clearing out the blue side jungle. This is the very awkward cross jungle, I guess, diagonal jungle.
Diagonal jungle,
that the two teams are taking right now. There was an option for J Team to leave that blue side quadrant and immediately go to the red side and harass the Nautilus, putting him down even further. But they went for the more safer play right now. J Team.
Oh, but not the safe play is the dive here, so that will be CF17 risking it all, getting exhausted inside his cease and desist, and right on their tower, Kuden's able to defend himself. Will he be able to defend himself against the Glacial Fissure? No, he won't, as X1 is going to secure another kill for himself.
Okay, that was a way for this Nautilus to get back into this game. T3? Okay, he's fine. T3, you should be fine, right? This game has been exceeding expectations so far.
Yeah, we exceeding expectations in a way that things are happening that we did not expect to see in a standard game of Wild Rift, man. Yeah, from the diagonal, or I guess X jungle path, to just Kuden's, I guess, mispositioning in the first kill, and then
getting it
grabbing that kill. Yeah, that everything has been kind of weird so far, but I feel like they're going to stabilize soon with the mid game coming up in about a minute and a half. The Dragon and Rift Herald they're gonna spawn up, so that's something that these teams I feel like may be fighting over.
Yeah, they should, but at the same time, let's see how this fight is gonna go out here on top side. T6 actually bot side couldn't get another again.
Fight. Oh my god, Kuden and Shiki, they're incredibly low. There's the Solar Flare to stun the Braum, but X1 is incredibly healthy. They are just proxying, they're bullying inside the jungle. All of the confidence here for J-Team, no blood pool available, so that's just going to be a free kill for Soldier.
J-Team is just feel like they're in the heads of Team Flash at this moment. Yep. Top side, good for a dive.
So much resources invested on this top side, even though 368 just tanked 1 billion tower shots. T3 still trying to wait for the kill, get something for themselves after all of that shenanigans in the bot lane. And once shenanigans bot lane, I gotta go for it again. Look at DY, he's holding up the lane with CF17. They want to get this dive going as soon as possible. Shiki nowhere to go but back to the base, expedited back.
J-Team having a lot of fun right now in this game 1 of this best of 3 series against Team Flash. 5-1 in kills, almost 4k gold in the lead for them. We haven't even gotten towards the objective fights, and with the control that J-Team has, I feel like they can just pick and choose whatever they want to get and challenge the other objective. It doesn't matter right now because look at that Xayah. That's a 4-0 Xayah in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I was kind of worried about X1's early game, and then yeah, nothing to worry about here. Because I mean, Kuden was playing Lucian. There's the Glacial Fissure on the Shiki. They are fighting this Rift Herald, and oh my god, 3-man knockup there for the Aatrox, and Team Flash has been routed. They've taken 368, and now they're on the tail of Shiki. That is just SZY going crazy on Team Flash, and they will be grabbing those double objectives to start off, but they're not done yet. They've already summoned the Rift Herald. They're going to go on to the Vladimir. T3 forced to back away from the tower. Soldier going to get culling to death. Finally, Kuden finding something positive for himself there.
Yeah, Kuden able to pick up the scraps there in mid lane, able to take down Soldier, but in the bigger scheme of things, JT was able to get kills on the top side, even getting the first cert of the game. 8-2 now in kills, 6k gold for them. Going back into this Herald fight, what a crazy knockup right there coming from the Aatrox. 4-man, I believe, for SCZY, and Team Flash had no business being near that pit, and they were just able to be taken down. Later on, we're going to see in this clip, I believe it's going to be the dive. I did not like how T3 and Yonti were just so far ahead of the turret at this point. They were just asking to be dove right over the members of J-Team.
Yeah, I really don't know what was up with Yonti's positioning there. He was a little bit too far up, knowing full well that the members of J-Team were coming up from the topside river. So, questionable decisions here coming in from Team Flash from the start. Now DY though, oh man, that Braum is just going to be so annoying, especially when you're trying to get a kill lane going. Oh my lord, depth charge, and then the dredge line missed by the flash, but here's SZY and the rest of J-Team collapsing. Yanti once again the cease and desist target as 368 is left in the back. They go back to base together.
The J-Team didn't even they didn't pull any punches. They're like, there's 2 members of you, we're gonna double you up. There's gonna be 4 members coming here, and actually might be another dive here.
And X1 was just 1v2ing that entire time. A feather recall just absolutely decimated that health bar, and now Shiki going to get dove there, and it's still X1 getting fed as heck.
J-Team right now
12-2.
12-2. AK just casually having more higher gold lead per 8,000 gold lead in 7 minutes, more than 1,000 gold lead per minute for them at this point.
That's pretty insane.
They have definitely full control over this game. They can get to pick and choose where to go, get to pick and choose which targets against Team Flash. Well, Team Flash right now, the Nautilus pick at the start had a very, I would say, creative idea. That's what we were asking for, right? Crazy invades, crazy starts from Team Flash. I think if the Nautilus did not challenge his blue buff, instead going for the red buff, it might have been better, just recalling at the river and then restarting the jungle from there. But in the end, it was J-Team even getting a further larger advantage from that very creative start, I would say, from the side of Team Flash.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't practice that as much as they thought they did against a composition such as this, and there is that skirmish gone in the jungle of Team Flash, and immediately once X1 gets there, everything just melts. SZY though up in here against 368, and he will be pulling the Nautilus back, but the Nautilus pulls himself forward. That is only 1 kill for J-Team, but they are going to put a lot of pressure onto this mid lane tower, maybe even take it down outright.
Yeah, it's gonna be taken down right here by J-Team. Team Flash can't do anything, as we were talking about in the draft. They don't have damage in the early game. Yeah. They don't even damage in the late game. It's only gonna be the Lucio and the Vladimir to try to use his as much of his puddle. Even here, you see right here, they threw everything on J-Team. And did it even matter to the health bars of J-Team? No, it was only but a drop of blood for J-Team. While on the other hand, everything they threw at Team Flash garnered them a kill. 368 though, luckily able to get away with the hook from the Nautilus, from the anchor. But in the end, it's still a 10k gold lead right now for J-Team.
10k gold lead and a full and 2-item Zaya that is just shredding their health bars, but also Yakuden just got down to 1 health from the Zaya. Now 368 caught in the back will get finished off. X1, the longer this game goes, the higher of a threat he'll be. Later on, I feel like he's just going to 2-shot people basically. You know, auto Q, auto E, and that's it. Yeah, and T3 getting ganked up. Yeah, he's just not having a good time, especially with DY, but he's going to get away for now. He's got the counter strike, he's got maybe the leap strike onto the minions, or not, maybe, because it's going to be a dive here into the bot lane tier 2, as once again X1 and Soldier just clean everyone up. They have so much damage that the burst is undeniable here on Team Flash's side. 368, why are you trying to dredge line somebody here? He does get a kill onto CF17, but that was just a free kill for J-Team. Yeah, it's a free kill. 17-3 now in kills, 5-0 in turrets, 12k gold lead for J-Team. There's not a lot of much to talk about when it comes to the state of the game right here, other than read what is the statistics, because that is enough to say the story of how dominant J-Team right now is compared to Team Flash in this game. And it's kind of sad as well when you're this far behind as a team. You're trying to get resources outside your base, you're trying to go for your jungle, and then the other team is just there. They can just bully because of how strong they are at this point. 11 minutes into the game, Team Flash is just trying to scrounge as much gold as they can into their pockets to try to get as much items as they can. J-Team's just too strong at this point. Yeah, and I like that Team Flash is still attempting things with 368 in the front, but then you can see the cease and desist in the back as 368 just gets absolutely blown up. There's X1 catching up, single feather thrown at the Lucian, and then yeah, that was all she wrote for that. Feather Storm into the recall, maybe. There's nobody really to receive it. Maybe Shiki. as SZY just... Oh man, the control here from J-Team is just incredible. Team Flash, they can't even get into their own jungle safely.
And and also you can see how confident X1 was. He didn't even pop his ultimate when the depth charge was used against him. He just stood there and then cleansed it, and it's like, okay, I'm good because I know you guys don't have any follow-ups. There's no Leona here to keep locking me down. The Vladimir and the Lucian are not in position to burst me down. It's just so safe. At that point, even though usually most of the time when you see a depth charge being thrown, you immediately pop your ult.
Exactly, because you want to avoid it, but the Lucian was getting cease and desisted there, so it was like, oh, you know what? I'm good. I'm safe.
No.
The Baron will be taken out here. Team Flash at least trying to get this objective bounty on the bot lane turret. SCY not able to defend it, doesn't want to get dove, even though I'd say it's a pretty safe possibility for him to have just stayed on the tower, but not now when there's no tower, so he's just gonna get ganged up by 3 tanky members. He's gonna try to life seal up. It's not gonna happen. It's going to be the Jax who takes him, but because he was distracting them, he stopped the ports, and now they're on to the Nexus. Shiki's the first one who makes it back. 368 and T3 just really making it. 800 health, 400 health, one more, a couple more auto attacks, one last. The hero play from J-Team to end the game incredibly quickly.
Yeah, they just really wanted to speedrun that game as fast as they could. They speedrun